I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Talk about. Okay, so I've gotten this question. I'm getting the question now again. Okay. Why don't I put my chats onto the screen when I do videos like this? Like, some people are like, gameplay, it makes sense. You put the chat over gameplay, you're taking up the real estate of the game. But what about when you're doing a vlog like this right now? Why don't I put the chat on the screen? Okay. It's a legitimate question. It really is. And I want to answer it for you. Because if I do that, it literally creates incentive for people to come in and do malicious things in the chat. I'll give you an example so you understand what I mean and where I'm coming from. Okay. Many years ago on YouTube, I had completely open comments. And what I mean by that is absolutely anyone could come by and post anything on any video. It could be positive, it could be negative, it could be incredibly praising, it could be incredibly damning. I had an open comments policy. I just wanted everyone to be free to say and do whatever they wanted on the videos, because I felt, hey, let people know if they liked this playthrough, they hated this playthrough, if they liked this game, this review, or if they thought that there was something better. Let them have free speech. Let them have their say, okay? That lasted a very long time. But what ended up happening was around 2012, 2013 is when this big negative movement against me started on the internet. And as people started to make toxic videos about me, they actually would start to fish for negative comments, okay, in the actual comments of the videos and put them in their videos. They thought it was funny to see someone out of all the comments there say something bad about me and put it in the video. Haha, look what Phil's viewers are saying about him. Since this took off, these kind of videos took off, what ended up happening was it became a competition. Who could say the most absolutely ludicrous, extreme, toxic, negative thing in my video comments? Okay? I'm not kidding you when I say there was doxing of me and my family members and others, like my moderators and stuff. There was racial slurs. There was sexual content. There was basically every nasty thing you could think of, the most vile stuff that a human can say. People started saying it in my video comments just so they would get clipped and put into a highlight video of look what Phil's viewers say in his comments. Okay? So within, I say, about a 2-year period, my comments went from, wow, look at this open discussion, everyone's having a great time, to 99% toxic comments. It actually got so bad, okay? My actual longtime viewers and fans begged me to close the comments on my videos, saying we would much rather just watch the video with no comments than to try to watch your content and then glance down and see this ridiculous toxic filth. Okay? And so I know that sounds weird. I turned off the comments for like 3-4 years. None of my videos had comments. And it was I stayed afloat. I want you to understand how crazy it was. I stayed afloat with no discussion on my content. No one could discuss the videos I put out because there were no comments. Crazy, right? So what ended up eventually happening was YouTube finally instituted a system by which comments can be moderated, meaning there's common words like racial terms, sexual terms, etc., that filter out when someone puts up a comment on a video. Therefore, the comment is either auto-removed or it goes into a queue, and I review that queue daily to see, is that a legit comment? Oh, approve it. Oh, that actually is a troll with a toxic, insulting comment. Ban the person so they can't do it again. And so now that system is in place, my comments are open again. You can comment on my videos, all right? But the problem was that didn't exist for a long time, so I actually had no comments because the trolling was so bad. So, of course, going hand in hand with that, my chat rooms, okay, as you can see right now, my chat rooms are moderated. They're not incredibly heavily moderated, but they are moderated. The bots do catch on things like spam, certain kinds of words, too many emotes, etc. Okay. The reason I don't put the chat on the screen is very simple. If I do, that chat will end up being 90% bots saying terrible things. Like, no lie, right now, there's one guy that we have on the YouTube side of things. He makes something like 50 to 100 sock accounts a day. He comes in there nonstop, spamming. And both my mods and myself try to moderate this guy. It's insane. Like, this guy has absolutely no life. He just does it nonstop. And of course, every single comment is ridiculously gross. Just gross, vile stuff, okay? That's one guy. So now if I give incentive, wow, if I actually keep doing this, I'm going to show up in every Phil's video. Every time he does a vlog, every time that he does a podcast, he's going to have the chat. I can get all my sock accounts seen. All of my hard work will finally be noticed and recognized by the public. I love it. That these people are nuts. You know? I don't have, here's the thing with Asmongold. You say, well, Asmongold has his chat on the screen. You're right. And here's Asmongold's chat. Flies by like this, right? So even if there is trolling comments, they're gone in 5 seconds. They're gone, right? And there's so many positive chatters in Asmongold's chat. It offsets any kind of stupid stuff that people are trying to say. It's, you know what I mean? For me, I'm a much smaller scale dude. You know, if I had 1,000, 2,000 viewers minimum on a stream here and the chat was flying, I'd be like, well, it's not a big deal. You're right. But the fact that I am a smaller scale guy, I don't have that much attention. And basically my chat moves at a much slower rate. Like, for example, I'm taking a look here right now. It says YouTube chat rate of 9. YouTube measures a chat rate of like how fast things go. And I have a chat rate of 9. That's good. But if you have an active chat, it's more like 17 to 20. Okay? So yeah, like basically you just see these guys trying to screw with the chat. Now again, I'm not saying I appreciate the suggestions. I do. And I'm not saying that this is not something that I'm not going to consider and I won't maybe institute later if things change. You know, we get a more active crowd of people who talk a lot more, then possibly I will actually do something like that for certain videos only. I don't think I ever would want to do that for gameplay videos. I don't think that makes sense. I think for gameplay, you want the real estate to actually be the game and or the face cam, right? You don't want giant sections of your gameplay covered by text. So for that case, probably not. For maybe vlogging, like this video, a podcast, it's a maybe. I'll have to consider it. But again, I think what it would have to be is we have to have more chatters. We have to have more chat rate up. So that way, even if some idiot is trying to do it, they're not the whole chat room. You know what I mean? But basically, this is what I mean. I know that once you give the opportunity for these people to try to get noticed, they take advantage and tenfold. You know, they'll double down, triple down, quadruple down on their efforts because they think they're going to get more attention for it. So that's the reason I know tons of streamers do this. They have the chat on screen. I've literally never done it for that very reason. But I want everyone to know I appreciate these suggestions. These suggestions are great. They can lead to positive improvements, and I want to get them. So please give me your suggestions. I appreciate that very much.